everyone. This video will give you a basic understanding of what a formatting is in Excel. So we are not going to discuss anything on to conditional formatting in this particular video. We'll have a different video for that. This video is more focusing towards formatting in Excel. Let us get inside and understand what are the various options under formatting and how do we do formatting in Microsoft Excel. Moving forward, we can try doing a formatting at 4 levels. It's about formatting the cell, formatting a row, we can format a column, and we can format the entire sheet, and even the sheet name can be given a formatting. So we have tried understanding in my previous video what editing is all about, and now this entire video will speak about formatting. You need to understand the difference between these two. Editing deals with modifying, deleting, and adding the content. I repeat, editing deals with modifying the content, deleting the content, or adding the content. All of these are a part of editing. But editing does not deal with the beautification of your content, which means look and feel of your content. How do you want to present your text or images to your audience in Microsoft Excel? How do you want it to create your look and feel of the content that you are presenting? Whether it could be a table, whether it could be a cell, it could be the column, it could be the name of the sheet. How beautifully you wanted to make your content in Excel for your audience, that matters a lot. Most of the people go and create lots of dashboards in Excel. When you create a dashboard, you apply lots of colors to it. You put some of the text very much in bold, size of the text to be sometimes higher, sometimes italic, stylish fonts you use, attractive colors you use, give lot of designs to it. Why do you do all that? Because you wanted your sheet to look better for your audience. So that part of creating look and feel for your content is nothing but formatting. So this look and feel that you create could be for a cell, it could be for a row, it could be for a column, or it could be for your entire sheets. When I say formatting, what are the various things that you do in formatting? You use fill color, you use font color, you can use font name, font style, and you can make changes into the size of the font. Sometimes you make the font very smaller, sometimes you make the font bigger. You can apply bold effects to it, you can apply italic to it, you can apply underline to it, whichever is needed as per the requirement. You can vertically center your content in the cell, you can horizontally align your content to the cell. What are all this? We will try to do hands-on and we will learn shortly. Going to the Microsoft Excel window directly, we are on a sheet where we'll be trying to add some data to the sheet, and we'll start applying the formatting effects to it. So quickly, we'll just take some name here. I'll just take the name called Microsoft. So I've used the word Microsoft. Microsoft looks, the word Microsoft is pretty much visible to everybody now, I believe. But then, is it looking good? It's not about just being visible to everybody. It's about how good is this visible to you. That's where the beautification comes. That's where the look and feel of your content comes. So what I'll have to do, I just go select the cell where I wanted to apply to a formatting. So I'm currently talking on to the cell formatting. Now let's say I wanted to give a good background color to it. That's called as fill color. What does mean by fill color? Fill color, the first one that we are trying to understand here, fill color is a background color to the text. Now Microsoft is the text here. I will be giving a background color to it. Let's say for the time being, I would take the color called blue. I've taken a blue color. Now when I apply a blue color, I see that Microsoft is not pretty much visible. Now I'll go change the color of the font. The A button is called as a font color, and the bucket symbol that you have, this is called as a fill color. So now fill color is already applied, that is blue. Now I have to go and apply a font color. So now font color here, it is visible as red. I don't want a red to be there. I'll just go select my own favorite font color, say white. So now Microsoft is visible. Is it something else I can do to make this more beautiful? Yes, I could increase the font size so that the visibility is much easier. So either I go and change the font size by default, whichever the font size I wanted, I can do that, or I'll just go and press the bigger A, sorry, I just go and click on the bigger A symbol for increasing the font size. You see that the font size increasing. I'll just choose to increase to requirement. Now I believe this font size is enough for me. Now the font size is prepared. I'll increase the row size a little. Now the Microsoft is right here in front of me. Now, okay, now that the Microsoft is in white color, fill color is in blue, I did not like the font style of Microsoft. What I would do, I would like to change the font name. Currently it is Calibri. I would like to go for some other font, let's say Bell Empty. Yeah, I go and click on Bell Empty. So I've changed the style of the font. Now, I would also make it bold if I need it. I can make it italic. I can make it underline. Many more things you can do by giving a click onto this extension button, wherein you'll get all the settings of font, all the settings relating to font. I believe underline in Microsoft Excel looks a little weird. I'll remove that. Even we don't use much of italic, I'll remove that. For this font, for me, I feel the bold is not looking good, so I'll remove that also. So this is how you apply color with fill color. You apply a font color. You can change the font type. You can increase or decrease the font size, or you can even change the style of the font, like you can apply bold, italic and underline. All of this is a part of formatting. Now whatever the settings that you have done for a cell, the similar kind of a settings you can even apply for an entire row, or for an entire column, or for the entire sheet. So let's see, if you wanted to go for a row, you can click on particular row and do application of all the settings. So I've applied all. I would say Bell Empty, where's the font? Yeah, yep, I have Bell Empty. Now from here you type anything anywhere here. Let's say Dell. I am just typing Dell. I can see that the font style, color, everything is there. Just that I did not apply color size to it. I just go and apply 18. My font size, even everything is mapped. So in entire row, wherever you go and add content to it, the similar kind of a content comes. Let's say I'll say HP. So you see the font style is similar. Let's say I wanted to write Lenovo. You can see the font style, everything is similar. So that's how the entire row is given that effects. Similar way, I can give this to the entire column. I can give this to the entire sheets. Aside to this, we were also trying to understand sheet formatting, which means I'm being specific to the name of the sheet here. Now I have two sheets here. Earlier we have discussed about editing in the same file, and here we were trying to learn about formatting. Now I wanted my editing sheet name to be in blue color and formatting sheet name to be in yellow color. Let's try formatting. Give a right click here. You can see the tab color here. I'll just go and I'll give a little yellow color to it. Now you can see that there is a kind of yellow shade that is there onto the sheet. I now go to edit. Now you see the formatting is entirely highlighted in yellow color. Now for the editing, I would like to give blue. I'll just go right click onto editing sheet, click on tab color, give blue to it. Whenever my sheet is active, the color will be like a little shade. When you go and make other sheet active, the moment the current sheet becomes inactive, the entire color will be visible. See, now I am active in formatting and the color yellow is little bit shaded, whereas editing is inactive and the full color that is given to editing is visible here. This is yet another thing. Finally, we have two more options in Microsoft Excel which we should be speaking about: vertical center and horizontal center. Now this, I'll just remove the other content except the Microsoft Word for the better understanding. Now this is my cell. You see that the cell is a little lengthy horizontally and the Microsoft is aligned towards the left. Now here in the alignment tab under home on alignment group, you have certain options, 6 options here, lines ones. So the above 3 options are called as vertically centering options, vertical alignment options, and the below three are called as horizontal alignment options. Let's apply horizontal alignment. By default it is left. Whether you click or not, by default any text content that you enter in any cell in Microsoft Excel, they are by default aligned towards left. I wanted that this is going to the center. Click on center button. Now you see that what this is horizontally center. This is called as horizontal center. If I want to make this content towards right, I can click on this. Now it becomes horizontal right. Usually text in any of the cells is given a property of aligning itself towards left, but Excel aligns all its numerical values towards right. For example, if I want to enter 100, so I'll just make it left align. Now I wanted to enter 100 here. The moment I click enter, now that it was earlier fixed as text number, it is still in the left because you have particularly given the formatting as 100. Go to another cell, type 100, you enter the 100 is by default aligned towards right. But here when I typed 100, it is still sitting in left because I made sure the settings are enabled as left. Now I'll make it I'll just go back to Microsoft Text. I make it center aligned. This is called as horizontal center. Above things, if you see, out of the vertical alignment options, you see by default the vertical alignment is bottom. Now there is bottom, this is top, and this is center. Now I want to say center vertically. You see that the text is in the middle of the cell. From above and below, the same amount of space is left. Or on the top, if I wanted, the word can also go to the top. This is the bottom, this is the center. To keep your content more attractive, more professional when you present to any of the professional bodies, please ensure your content is always vertically centered. When it comes to horizontal alignment, it is your choice based on the requirement of the user, based on your own way of assessing the quality of the content and look and feel of the content. You can make it left, right, or center. Most of the times the text values would be either left or the center, depending upon the type of content you are adding. Otherwise, any kind of a content that you enter, ensure that you keep the entire sheet, for that matter, it should be vertically centered. That will give a good look to your entire Excel sheet. So this is about formatting. I am sure you understood how do we format a cell, how do we format a row, column, and the sheet names of the particular sheet. And when it comes to formatting, we spoke about fill color, font color, name of the font, changing the name of the font, style of the font, and size. When I talk about style, I was talking about bold, italic, and underline. We have also discussed about vertical alignment options, horizontal alignment options, more specifically vertically center and horizontally center. Thank you.